YouTube, we are in our monthly $50 giveaway event. You could join this yourself. If not, you're a fool. In the bottom right are all the benefits you get from joining on YouTube. Click join. Then you could join the free $12 duel rooms that happen weekly, the monthly $50 tournament, the competitive events, and join the largest, most active Discord. New player help. Hop in. Let's go.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
Let's go. Christian's in the grand finals. Now, they could swap their decks, so do not think that they are going to be playing this for the full best of three. Going to quickly open up a Cosmic Cyclone, already countering Christian's by losing the field spell. They're going to have a couple dead cards in the deck. Their C Stealth attack, which makes their monsters nearly invincible. You could say goodbye to that. After losing 1,000 life, activate the skill Cyber Style to summon a Proto Cyber onto the field alongside a Veer. 2 back row set. Going to activate Cosmic Cyclone to return the favor. You banish my card, I will now banish yours at the cost of 1,000 life. Is it a good card? What are we banishing? Banish. The center. Ooh, was thinking if he should Cyber Load Fusion. Genix Undyne's going to send any water monster from the deck to the graveyard to then add a Genix Controller, a level 3 tuner, normal monster. Now, this has to be in the deck to activate the effect. You care more about the cost than the effect. The effect is kind of the downside because you got to play this crappy card in your deck. With Sulfaneer in the graveyard being sent there by Undyne, he's going to discard any Christian card, discarding a Thisfern, to then summon the Sulfaneer. Then Sulfaneer will destroy a card you control. If destroying itself, it will summon any Christian from the deck, choosing to destroy the Undyne and not itself. This Fern in the graveyard's now going to banish to search for any Christian monster. Grabbing a Smyger, already used up the normal summon. Ends the turn, back to Pelodonis. Likely having a Cyber Overflow, which could destroy up to 2 cards on the field. But if he destroys the Sulfaneer, it will replace itself with a Christian from the deck. That's why Felipe summoned the Sulfaneer to play around it. Big brain, very smart. Draws a card, sets a card, ends the turn, calls off the attack. Now for game 2, if he loses this, he might want to pick a deck better than Christian's, but then Felipe could swap his deck out also. In the $50 monthly giveaway event, you could choose whatever deck you want every round, every game. You could swap it. Your full card collection is your choice for every game. Normal summoning a Citri alongside the Sulfaneer. Level 2 tuner Citri is known for synchroing using your graveyard only on your opponent's turn, though. Synchroing into a level 7. Is this going to be a black Rose Dragon? Will he? Nope, it's a Samurai Destroyer. Okay, did not want to wipe the field. He did have the choice to do so, but the Umi version of Christian's, they usually do not play Black Rose Dragon, possibly doesn't even have it. Gonna follow up with Sulfaneer, popping itself by discarding a card to then summon a Christian from the deck. Going to chain Cosmic Cyclone before the Sulfaneer summons a Christian from the deck. On to that Overflow. We all know it's Overflow. It's got to be Overflow. Is he going to chain? Not chaining the Overflow, as it would cost both of his monsters to destroy up to 2 cards in the field. And if he were to destroy the Samurai Destroyer, Samurai Destroyer would just come back on the field or summon any other machine from the grave. Sulfaneer effect, resolving, summoning a Citri back onto the field. Get battling on the attack of Samurai Destroyer. You cannot activate any back row cards in response to the attack. That's it. No cards or effects can be activated. Going to go through, going to be dealing 1,500 damage. End the turn. Back to Pelodonis. Only Cyber Dragons you control gain 500 attack and defense by swinging into the Proto Cyber. You negate its effect of being a Cyber Dragon, losing the attack buff boost. Veer into D, draws a new card, and just sets it. Activating Citri at the end of the main phase. to special summon an Undying to then synchro into a level 5. Level 5. Synchro. Come forth, Amatrix. Amatrix, when destroyed, will summon a Crystron from the graveyard. The whole deck's about floating. You have Cyber Dragon that's all about destroying, and you have Crystrons when destroyed, they float, they summon from the deck, from the grave, resummon themselves. Smiger banished to grab any Crystron spell or trap from the deck, grabbing a Crystron Impact. Crystron Impact will, as a trap, special summon a Crystron onto the field. That is banished.
Let's battle.
Get battling. Get swinging with that Samurai Destroyer. Successfully taking out the Veer. Amatrix going in onto that face down card. What could it be? It's another Veer. I don't think he has Black Rose in his extra deck. I don't have access to his deck list, so I'm only guessing. Crystron Impact within the battle phase. Come forth, Fistburn. Gonna activate Overflow before the attack of the Fistburn. Gonna banish any amount of Cyber Dragons from the hand, field, or grave to then destroy an equal amount. Goodbye to Fistburn. No cards on the field, nothing in the hand. Off the top of the deck, Cosmic Cyclone. Lose 1,000 life, get banishing. Targeting the Crystron Impact, which we knew he searched and set. It goes through, does not chain it. Just like that, Felipe is your winner of game 1. Going to game 2. Shard 7, 4 months. Yay. Can you kiss the kitty for me? Shard 7. We kissed the kitty yesterday for literally $3,000. I'm out of the closet for you, my friend. $3,000 and I will smooch the kitty again. Thank you, Shard. We did it for charity, by the way. I did not gain any of that money. It was all for helping those around the world that need help. Thank you. We raised over $3,000 yesterday. So far, we've done 2 charity streams, and we've raised, I believe, $10,000 total. That is insane. So thank you all for being a part of that yesterday and also our previous charity stream. Looks like we swapped on over to Shiranui. No more Crystrons for this duel. Gonna special summon a tuner from the deck. Exclamation mark F2P to search for a free-to-play way to play Shiranui if you are a new player or a returning player and you want to do well in the game. On the website, you could type search articles F2P, F2P Decks Guide, updated in May. These are still good. These are free-to-play decks and updates and ways to change them. These are all really good free-to-play decks for you to get back in the game. So I'll post that in the chat for you if you want. Okay, you already did it for me. Thank you, Zero Voice. Turn 1 Shogun Saga after using level duplication to dupe a level from a monster in the hand onto the field to then make a level 8 instead of a level 6. Banishing the Squire to draw a card, then discard a card. We now have a Solitaire in the graveyard for next turn with the level 2 tuner. We'll be able to banish it to make a level 6, which will then summon a level 2 tuner back in the field to make another level 8. If he plays another Shogun Saga. Takes out a Nalu. Looks like we have Element Sabers versus Shiranui, game 2. Come forth, Invoker. Invoker will search for a fusion spell, and with Nalu in the grave, you could change her attribute into fire to maybe summon a Purgatrio, or keep it as a water to summon a Cockatoo. Does not search for invocation, already has it. Gonna activate it. Looks like we are either going into a Cockatoo or banishing the opposing Spectral Sword to create and make a Purgatrio. Purgatrio, momentarily not big enough to take off the Shogun Saga. Well, we could easily make the Purgatrio big enough by adding the Invoker back to the hand, then discarding it to boost up the Purgatrio by plus 1,000 until the end of the turn. Add the Invoker back. Sets a card. Are we going to the battle phase? No, we're not. Chose to not attack because if you attack into the Shogun Saga would put the Spectral Sword back in the grave, which would then turn into a Sun Saga. Pelodonis is down a game, besting 350 plus players just to make it to the grand finals. For this moment, normal summons a level 2 tuner to then synchro into Sun Saga. Sun Saga is indestructible per Shiranui in the grave and will activate to destroy one card in the field without targeting. Pop that Purgatrio, no Floodgate, no Fiendish Chain, no Negate, no Flip. What could your back row cards be? Not declaring an attack on an open field, not because of the back row, but because of his skill. If he takes 2,000 damage or more, he will search his deck for any card in his draw phase. So to prevent that, no attack. Even though that would leave him limping at 500 life, it was not worth it. Invoker searching for invocation. Are we going to summon another Purgatrio? Activate that invocation. Are we going to re-banish the Spectral Sword? No, we are not. We are going to instead summon a Cocytus. Cocytus cannot be targeted nor destroyed by card effects, can attack while in defense for 1800 attack. Not big enough to battle with the Sun Saga, but he can add the Invoker back to the hand to boost up the Cocytus to 3900 defense, 2800 attack, still not big enough to battle into the Sun Saga, but he could at least ward off the Sun Saga for one turn if it chooses to attack into his Cocytus. He is going to boost up the Cocytus to then follow up with an invocation, banishing the Invoker, and going to banish the Spectral Sword from the opposing player's graveyard. Come forth, Purgatrio. Now, invocation is not going to be able to add the Invoker back to the hand, and the Floodgate Trap Hole is going to flip down that Purgatrio permanently. Permanent flip. Pass back to Pelotonus. He's going to have to wait next turn to add that Invoker back to the hand. He's battling 3,500 attack. Are we going in onto the Cocytus? Does he have another Invoker to protect it? No, he doesn't. That Cocytus summon was for nothing. Now's the time. Come forth, summoning Molehieu and not the Invoker. Molehieu without the field spell will have to discard an Element Saber to flip any monster on the field face down. Setting more back row. The more back row, the scarier this duel is. Element Sabers cannot play Cosmic Cyclone without taking out Elemental Palace field spells, so you are likely to not expect any Cosmic Cyclones in this matchup, so back row is very difficult to deal with. Going to discard Lapula to flip down that Sun Saga. Sun Saga at 0 defense, if you were to attack into it, it can and it will protect itself by banishing a Shiranui from the grave. But he's only got one Shiranui in the grave to protect it once. So if he's got double attack, he will successfully take out the Sun Saga. I'm counting on you. Lapula into fire. So this does tell me that he potentially plays a third Purgatrio. Come forth, Invoker, get searching for invocation. From my hand, invocation. Get banishing. Is this the third and final Purgatrio? Yes, it is. Using the face down Purgatrio, not the opposing player's graveyard nor his Lapula. Come forth, Purgatrio. This is gonna be a big 3,900 piercing damage through that face down Sun Saga. Not enough for lethal. Fiendish Chain. Lock up the third and final Purgatrio. You shall not pass.
My turn is done.
It's my turn. I draw.
Back to you, Say. After locking up the third and final Purgatrio, gonna flip up his indestructible Sun Saga just to get Floodgate Trap Hold, permanently going to be flipped face down. Where is Jinzo when you need him?
I end my turn.
Ends the turn. Sun Saga, while permanently face down, could still protect itself from destruction if attacked into. We might be going for a deck out victory. We're battling, get swinging onto that Sun Saga. Is it worth protecting? He did have a Typhoon. He's gonna activate that Typhoon. Did not want to use it last turn. 2,700 attack, going in for the Pierce. 2,700. can get boosted up to 37. Is he going for the 3700? No, he is not going to pierce for 27 as the Sun Saga activates its effect to protect itself from destruction, banishing the Solitaire. Activates the Solitaire. What is he thinking? The Purga Trio has another attack. Is this a misplay? Goes in for the second attack. Fiendish Chain. Negate. Lock up the Purga Trio. Why did he not activate it on the first attack? He wanted him to trigger the Sun Saga. Molehiu going in onto the Sun Saga. Sun Saga will not be able to protect itself.
This is the perfect test to go beyond my limits.
He really wanted the Spectral Sword on the field. Why? Why could he want that? It's because he has a Solitaire in the hand to summon alongside it to Synchro. What is his play? Gonna make a Samurai Saga? That's no good. He expected him to do that as he flips up a Floodgate Trap Hole, flip down the Solitaire permanently.
I'm not giving up. I end my turn.
Okay, here I go. My turn. I draw.
Is this the end? Is this it? He cannot attack with that Purga Trio. It's locked up. End his turn. No field spell to use with the Molehiu. Only 7 cards left in the deck.
I summon a monster.
Now's my chance.
Another Solitaire. Solitaire against no other back row. Molehiu gonna flip down the tuner. What are you doing? That tuner can flip right back up. Oh no! Flipping down the wrong card with Molehiu. Gonna Synchro Shokan into a level 6.
Summon a monster.
If he flipped down the Solitaire, he would not have been able to flip it back up. The tuner's been there for more than one turn. Samurai Saga is here. 2500 attack. Get swinging onto the Molehiu. Now Samurai Saga's effect essentially has no effect. It is just 2500.
Here I go. My turn. I draw. I set a monster.
Purga Trio into D. We are on the defense. We have 7 cards left in our opponent's deck. We must deck him out. Is that the play? You're gonna have to plow through his defenses.
I tribute summon a monster.
Tribute summon, what could this be? Tribute summons for a Lancia just to get the level 6 in the graveyard. Activates the Spectral Sword in the grave to banish the level 6 to summon a level 8 Shogun Saga.
I need your help. I special summon a monster. I activate
Shogun Saga on summon could banish a monster from the graveyard. That's exactly what he's doing. Banishing the Sun Saga to become 6,500 attack. He could not get in through the defenses though. Why banish the Sun Saga?
I'm not scared to attack. Let's battle. Go.
Goes in for 6,500. Take out that Purga Trio. Now, if Sun Saga was properly summoned, you could special summon it with the Solitaire. The Sun Saga, if we click on it, it was properly summoned. It can be special summoned. How will he banish his Solitaire to summon it, though? Lancia on the field contribute itself to negate all banishing for the rest of the turn.
Activates. My field spell activates.
Finally, we have a field spell. Get searching for Molehiu.
All right.
His next turn battle phase will be skipped. Normal summons Molehiu, but boosted with the power of the field spell, plus 200 per different attribute in the grave. Has the ability to flip any monster on the field face down.
You're finished.
Get swinging in for 1,400 damage. This is lethal.
Try that.
Lance in the damage step.
I activate a
Instead of
quick play
tributing off the Lancia, he is instead going to reduce to lose the boost, going down to 1,100 attack, unaffected by his own field spell, and losing 800 on top of that. Dies to the Lancia, goes in for 3k lethal. Peladonis is taking this to game 3. Holy moly. Swapping back over to Crystron's. Are you crazy? Yes, he is. We have Genix Undyne going to mill a Sulfaneer from the deck. Sulfaneer in the grave will then discard a Crystron to summon itself, then destroy a card in the field. A card you control, that is. Discarding a Citry is not ideal. Popping itself to then activate its second effect to summon any Crystron from the deck.
I special summon a monster.
Jenny with the $25. Thank you so much, Jenny. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then Jexile says, $25, 100 total. Jenny, if you meant to do it to the prize support, please let me know. Jexile with the 100. Oh my Jesus. Let's go. We got Citry on the field alongside a Thisfern. Citry on your opponent's turn will be able to use the graveyard to synchro. Milling 3 cards with the Levineer. Milling a Levineer with the Charge of Light Brigade. Going to activate another Charge of Light Brigade, milling 3 more cards. So much milling in a single turn. Added Illumina, then adding a Raiden. Only 3 cards left in the deck. This is the Grand Finals Game 3. Banishing 3 cards from the grave for Levineer. Levineer will activate to destroy 2 cards on the field without targeting. You have no idea what he will destroy. You must respond before he chooses. Activating Citry in response to the mysterious double destruction. Come forth.
I'll show you no mercy. I synchro summon.
Amatrix. Amatrix on summon will activate to put all special summon monsters into defense. This is not targeting. This is choosing. On the choosing, it will get destroyed. Your opponent cannot respond. So as soon as you're saying, I want to destroy the back row, your opponent can't go, wait, I want to chain.
Right in my neck.
Goodbye to the Thisfern and goodbye to the C stealth attack. Did not flip it up early. Was that a mistake to not take full advantage of C stealth attack? Going to enemy controller, take control of the Amatrix, which is in defense. You can't put it in attack position. Show of Nightmares by putting that 3rd spell in the graveyard, randomly add a spell from the grave back to the hand, adding a Charge of Light Brigade, a completely, absolutely useless skill card and skill for this moment. Cannot mill his deck as he only has 3 cards, but puts a card on top of the deck to summon a Plague Spreader. Gonna synchro with the Amatrix. Is he going for lethal? No way! Black Rose Dragon without the effect, but for 2,400 damage. Is this it?
In attack position.
Lumina! Lumina will discard a card to summon a monster from the grave. Come forth, Raiden. He's got 4,000 damage on the field. Even though he whiffed the skill, he did not even need it. Synchro Shokan!
Synchro summon a monster.
Felipe needs Sphere Kribo or it's over.
I activate my
Michael with the Black Rose. Activate Michael, banishing that Umi. Let's get battling.
Go.
Open field. Attack. It's good.
I won't give up.
Final attack.
Brave. I win. Direct attack.
Lethal. Paladonis is your victor. Of over 350 players, he is the grand champion of the giveaway tournament. $100 given away. Oh my Jesus. Palandonis, you did it with Light Sworns. Yes. So Z plus G with the Evil Eye Destiny draw. I liked this with Titan Showdown, but if you're reducing your life, Destiny Draw is a great way to search your deck for any card. Now moving on, we have Machine Vilson. Heroes Never Die. Sealed Tombs, very good. Level Og, Standard Shiranui. Moving on to second place, Felipe. Element Saber, Crystron. Look how diverse this is. Wow. Different deck, different deck, different deck, different deck, different deck. Different decks, 6 different decks all the way up to second place. And then we again have more different decks, up to 8 different decks. Only Shiranui was played twice, and oh my, look at this. Palandones, Show of Nightmares with this deck. I love the idea of this deck. And level dupe Shiranui, and that is it for the giveaway. Love it.